In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a scheduled transaction in GnuCash. If you have payments or income that repeat on a regular basis, like rent, utilities, payroll, or subscriptions, scheduling them saves time and helps you stay consistent. Instead of re-entering the same details every month, you set it up once and let GnuCash handle the rest. Start by opening the account register that contains a transaction you want to repeat. Look for an existing entry that already has the correct accounts, description, and amount. Using a transaction that's accurate makes scheduling smoother and reduces the chance of errors later. Once you've found it, right-click that transaction and choose Schedule. This opens the scheduling dialog where you'll define how and when GnuCash should create future copies. Give the scheduled transaction a clear, descriptive name so you can recognize it at a glance later. For example, you might use something like rent or internet service. Next, choose the frequency that matches your real-world timing, such as monthly, weekly, or another interval that fits your needs. Think about the actual due date on your bill or paycheck cycle to keep your cash flow predictable. Set the start date to the next time the transaction should occur. If today is past this month's due date, start with the upcoming cycle to avoid creating duplicates. If you're migrating from manual entries, make sure your start date won't overlap with a transaction you already entered. Now choose how you want GnuCash to handle creation. Automatic creation means GnuCash will post the transaction for you on schedule with no prompts. This is great for fixed amounts that rarely change. If the amount varies or you prefer to review before posting, select a reminder. You can specify how many days before the due date you want to be notified. A short lead time works well for fixed bills, while a longer lead time gives you time to verify variable charges or update the amount. When everything looks right, name, frequency, start date, and your choice of automatic creation or reminder, confirm your changes to save the schedule. From now on, GnuCash will create or remind you about that transaction according to your setup. After the first cycle, it's a good idea to glance at the posted entry to ensure the amount, accounts, and description match your expectations. If something changes in your real-world billing, just adjust the original transaction you use going forward before scheduling again. That's all it takes. Right-click an existing ledger entry, choose Schedule, and define the name, frequency, start date, and how GnuCash should create or remind you before the due date.